Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 17. It's a beautiful day, no rain in the sky, this day around at least. Nice pretty blue sky, and some things have changed, as they always seem to do in between episodes. Number one, I did what I said I was going to do. I ended up buying some more conveyors here. I set it up, I have seed on the ground here, which although is not very realistic, it's the best I can do with what I'm allotted. I have the fertilizer here, so both of them are waiting just like that. I ended up purchasing a different tipper. um, the little one we bought, yeah, it could haul 8 pallets worth, but you know what, it had the front wheels that could turn in the front, so it was double axle. It makes it really hard to back into a place like that, so I ended up getting, this is the trailer style of the other one that we have. The other one, well, it's similar. This is 15,000 units. Yeah, I believe it's 15,000. The other one's 21, so it's not quite the same. So the plows got moved over here. I picked up the square baler, which was $100,000. I had saved up a bunch of money for this episode, and then I think we were at 230,000, and then overnight basically spent it all. So, but the good news is we can pick up bales. So I got the big bale picker upper cart thingy here. This will haul 16 at a time. So I've just been out picking up bales. I already picked up one load worth from a previous field. I had it, what, a load and a half, so 16, 24 bales worth. So pretty good, and a set of 16 bales, so a full one of these nets me, I think, about $5,000. So it actually, we do pretty well. The one thing I am noticing, this tractor needs to be replaced. I need another big tractor. I've only got one, and when I start getting into things like this where I need the horsepower, I just don't have it. So it's unfortunate, but it's the way things are going here. That's right, we still got that one conveyor sitting there, which we'll have to find a use for at some point here. If you watch, we're going to be right at 9,000 here. Should boost me up over 14 when I sell this, which is pretty darn good. Now, at the end of last episode, I said that we were probably going to be getting or working towards pigs, and I just don't think it's feasible. At least not at the moment. I looked into what we needed, and to give you an idea, let me back up here. Well, like that. Yep, so just over 14. So pretty good if you ask me. 5 grand a piece, so we just made 10 grand worth in bales, and I'm still got a bunch to pick up. So I got that field, and I've got the field way over there to do still. But since we're talking about pigs, so what do pigs need? Well, pigs, for one thing, they need a lot of stuff, but the way they're designed basically is reproduction. The happier they are, the more pigs they produce, the more pigs you get, the more pigs you can sell. So they're going to need water, they're going to need straw, they're going to need corn, wheat, or barley. So corn we don't have right now. We have water, we have straw. With wheat and barley, that's fine. Canola, sunflower, or soybeans, we've got those. And potatoes and sugar beets, we don't have those. So we need to be able to do corn and potatoes and sugar beets. These are the problematic ones. They're expensive. So, unfortunately, it's not something that's easy to work off of. Cows, on the other hand, well, we need water. We got that. Straw, we got. Grass, we can get. Silage, hay, we can get. Power food, I don't know what power food is. Not really sure. But I think we should look at getting into sheep. Sheep, all they need is water and hay or grass. So maybe we take some bales over there. I don't know. Or we just use grass. In fact, I might just use grass because that'll be easier. So then what we're going to need is we're going to need some sort of a mower. We're going to need a field of grass, which I feel like that field right there, that little field, number 15, I think that's going to be our ideal field to turn over to grass. Because I could do the edges of the fields and all that kind of stuff, but to me that feels cheaty. If we're going to do a field of grass, or if we're going to do grass, we're going to do a field of it. Come on. There we go. And, I mean, we have the ability to bale stuff now. That's going to stay, that baler. We're not going to be selling or anything like that. What else? That's pretty much it. We just need a water dolly, I think. So, what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to see if there's any missions around here that need to be done. But I'm going to plant that field in grass as I'm getting planted here. And if I don't have some good missions that I can work off of, I'll just look to harvest the next harvest, or we could sell some crops off. I guess we do have a lot in storage, now that I think about it. So I'll take some with the train. And we're going to get ourselves a mower. And I'm trying to think of what they're called. Certain type of wagon. Like a pickup wagon? No. What is it called? It's where is it? Auger wagons, tippers, loading wagons? Is that what they're called? Yep, loading wagons. That's a cheap one. We could probably get, how much is it? 21,000, 34. We could probably just do the small one. We don't really need a whole lot. We need that, we need a mower, and we need the water dolly so that we can bring water around. And what else do we need? We need a trailer, cattle trailer. And I would actually like to upgrade my pickup truck. Then again, like I said, I'd like to upgrade this tractor too, but I think if we're going to do the tractor, what we should do is looking to get one bigger than what we have now. I think that would be a benefit. You know, instead of upgrading to one the same size of what we have, why not leapfrog it a little bit so that we don't have to trade one of them in to go bigger yet later on. So make use of what we have. The blue tractor I'm okay with. It's just our loader tractor. Actually, our other red one, our other Case IH has the ability to have a bucket on it too. So, I mean, we still do have a loader tractor if need be. And, I mean, we get some income here from these bales, so I'm not complaining. But that's our plan. Let me make some money so that we can get some planted, get some grass planted so that we can actually get some sheepies. So we actually end up being quite close, capacity-wise in our seeder for all those fields. That field looks a little funny because apparently if you fertilize and then sow, it turns the soil from dark to light, but it still counts as being fertilized, so I don't know. But what I wanted to show you guys, besides us filling up this seeder, look at this. This is this field here, field 15. I promise you, okay, it's fertilized. It's showing no growth because it is listed as grass. But unlike the previous game, it looks like regular soil. So I'm actually really curious as to how that's going to turn out. How it's going to end up looking. Because it may be a case where it doesn't actually show up, or it shows up like a regular field. And if that's the case, then you could turn it back from grass really easily. So, let's see, if I open this up, yep. Just like that, she fills up. Sucking away some of the seed, but that's okay. So, it works perfect. Close it back up. Our system is pretty much flawless, at least for the moment. So, seed, fertilizer, everything's right there. Sweet. So as you can see, I haven't really sold anything yet. Made a little bit off of the straw bales, obviously. That's not going where I want it to go. We're going to have more straw bales next harvest here too, because we might as well. I mean, if we get a couple grand from it, it's all good. But I'm actually going to start speeding up time now. And I want to see what happens to this grass. I'm really curious. Very curious. Grow. I said grow. Okay, it might be a little while, but I'll show you guys when it changes. Oh, there we go, guys. It changed over, or at least partially. And it looks like it's got a similar backdrop, but it's not quite as heavily filled in. It's got an interesting texture. So, but we've actually got a grass field now, so we need a mower, which means actually we might have enough money for that. But I'm still gonna go and take care of a mission or two, I believe. Still got a couple farmers here that I want to try to get their fields to a lower price. You really don't want to do that big field again. Slow down time here. It's almost nighttime. It's no fun doing that stuff at night. So we got 2 fields of soybeans, 2 fields of wheat. Oh, that one just got harvested. What about this one over here? I think this is Mary's. It's at least worth a look. That is actually ready to harvest. No, it's Robert Cook's. Whew. 58 minutes. There's the big guy. Do they let me take the Case IH with the big draper head? Power flow. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. But you guys don't get to see it because we don't actually own it yet, so I can't show you guys that. Sorry. Alright guys, so I got the harvest all done. I've actually got the little tractor planting. I've been wanting to sell this cultivator. I've been seeing it there and it just isn't doing me any good. Ooh, you can actually no, you can't customize it. Why would you customize that? So extra 2.5 grand. But we need to get our first mower. And I could go cheap, could go for these easy ones, but I want to try this out. I'm actually really excited because this is like a true discbine. Discbine. It's very similar to what we always used. There's a 4 meter working width, so it's bigger than this, 3.1. Obviously this is bigger, but this one you need both with, so I want to select this guy. And what do you need for horsepower? 130, so pretty much any of my tractors will run it. Oh, it looks good. Oh yeah, I like it. Yep, that's the way it's supposed to be. Or at least that's what we always used. Ours instead of having the center pole like this, actually here, let me hook it up. So I'll explain to you how this guy works. And I'm hoping that it's adjustable like it should be. There should be hydraulics that can control. So it's unfold. Okay, so it only gives us the option to go one way, which is okay. So that's how you would normally do it. That way you're not running over what you're cutting. I was hoping it would do it because it's supposed to be able to go both ways, so I was hoping I could have control over how it goes. But that's okay, we can make this work. But yeah, this one's got a center pole where ours had the pole connected here, right on the side. So it didn't fold quite as far like this. See how it trails perfectly behind the tractor, which means that you can go down a road real easily. Ours wasn't perfectly lined up behind it, but it also wasn't this big. We had a smaller one. The other thing we're going to have to purchase is a loading wagon. And I feel like we're just going to get the cheap one here. We're not going to need it that much, hopefully. So that'll be waiting for us. We got to take this guy back. Ugh. And we got to do some cutting here. Yep, I thought so. It should be able to turn almost completely because it's got a gearbox and it's hooked up to the 3-point arm like that. Ooh, lower's pretty nice. I like it. And it's still pretty wide, but this is gonna feel much more at home for me, at least for now. If we need larger amounts of hay or stuff like that, we'll probably have to switch to the big mowers when you're actually running like 3 sets. But I mean, for now, you can't complain about this. And I said this one is actually wider than if you just got a single mower attached to the front of the tractor, so it'll work. It'll work pretty good. I can't help but notice we've almost got 9 hours on this tractor already. This is the one we bought brand new. We've been using it a lot, and the main reason for that is because we've got enough stuff now where we need the bigger tractor, but this is the only one that can do it. Right now I got the smaller case planting, and I've noticed how much slower it is. I was using that one for running the tipper back and forth, and I could tell how much of a lack of power it had compared to this tractor. So we're gonna need to get ourselves another bigger tractor pretty darn soon. So if I fold this guy out, okay, it folds that way. All right, forgot about that. So we gotta go this way. Now, if you didn't have these roads on the side here, you would actually start out, we'll do it properly here actually. You would start out cutting it like this. Oh, it won't let you do it that way. It has to be unfolded. Interesting. Oh, does that sound good? Oh, that sounded just like real life. Oh, and I like how the sound of the mower bogs down as it starts to cut. Oh, that is nice. So this way you don't actually run down what you're cutting, which makes it's bad for the plants, it's bad for the quality of what you're cutting, and it also makes it a lot harder to cut because you're actually, stomping it down with the tractor, and so your mower isn't always able to cut it. Looks like you could actually cruise right along here and mow pretty fast. You just got to get used to how it operates here. Now, unlike what we've done before, we're not going to be tethering it. We're not going to be raking it. Nothing like that for baling. We're just going to harvest this stuff straight up and take it to the sheep. So this will actually be pretty quick. The hardest part will be or the longest amount of time will just be doing the work. So now, how this works, that actually looks really good. Here's your, supposed to make your next pass like this and basically straddle the previous row. That way you're not hurting anything, you're not running anything down, and they've actually got it laid out pretty good. It's pretty close to how it should be. This guy should probably have a little bit narrower tires or something. And I know we're gonna miss some stuff, that's okay. I'm not trying to be super efficient with this. We need the grass. It's the only way to feed the sheep. You can actually hire a worker for this? Really? That's new. I didn't know. You never used to be able to hire a worker for cutting. Well, let me make this round here, and we'll line it up for the next pass, and I have a feeling they're going to go back and forth, which is going to look really funny, but we're going to try this. So if I just hire a worker, let's see what he does. Makes a good pass, and I bet he's just going to turn straight around, and he's going to go back and run over the other the other grass as he's coming back. Picked it up. Yep, that's all he's gonna do. He's gonna go back this way. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, this is funny. Where the heck is he going? Oh man. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to hire a guy, because I have a feeling he's gonna get this all messed up and make it a lot harder for us to pick stuff up. I'm kind of afraid of what he's gonna do here. Okay, back up. Fair enough. That's too bad the AI is not smart enough to do what is actually done in real life. Okay, are you gonna... I think it's confused by how it runs, or how it operates. The implement being off to the side like that. So, how this is actually supposed to go, after you make your headland rows like I did, where I went around a couple times, you are supposed to, so I'll make this pass here, and I'm just going to run it straight in through. Oh, I like how it doesn't actually re-pick it up. And then you pick her up and you go to the other side, and you just basically start making passes back and forth, slowly getting bigger, or smaller and smaller, how the field does. And the point of that being that you're not running over the crop. And if you do, it's after it's been cut, which isn't as bad. But it's still not ideal. So I'm going to keep cutting this because he clearly cannot cut this. And I think I'll have to watch it. We may be running out of time here. So we may not be able to get any sheep today. Man, that sound. It sounds so good. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so we got a little bit of time here. So I got the wagon over here, but I wanted to show you guys something. Remember how I wanted it to be? How I wanted this thing to work? Well, it turns out if you leave it folded, you can shift it either way, which is how it's supposed to be. So we're just going to leave it unfolded so that we can basically adjust it on our own. So I'm actually extremely happy to find out that it actually works like it should. Oops. I can't drive worth a darn, it seems, but... Okay, let's make sure we go around it. So, and another thing here, and I know this is just little things and it probably doesn't matter to most of you if you're watching this, but to me it matters. So there is an adjustment on this. It allows you to change the hitch point, which is pretty normal on a wagon like this. But watch this. If I lower the pickup, depending on where I have the hitch, it changes where it lowers and raises to. It's just little details like that that just blow me away about this game. Okay, it is running. There's so much attention to detail that they put into this game. It's just, I don't know, it's just absolutely amazing. So now it's just a matter of picking up all this grass. And I have a feeling we have more than just one wagon's full here. But we'll pick some up here. We'll pick up one load. Oh. There we go. Make sure we actually drive properly. So that guy's planting. So we got the next crop going in already, which is a good thing. I really want to start upgrading stuff. I really want to. I'd like to get a bigger header for the combine, which means we need a bigger combine, which I can explain to you guys when we get to that point. Seeder, I'm okay with the seeder right now, but I would like to get into corn and sunflower type stuff, so we're going to need some more equipment to do that, not just upgrade, we're going to need more. And then what else? Oh, bigger tractor. We need another tractor. I installed a mod that includes the grain trailers like we had last time, the Wilson grain trailers, which I'm actually really excited about because it just looks so realistic. So eventually here we're going to get away from the tippers. Probably when we get the bigger combine, we're going to get away from using tippers. We'll use an auger wagon like we normally do. And we've actually got more choices when it comes to auger wagons this time around. And use that in the trucks, which means we'll need a semi of some sort. We're almost halfway full already, or we're over halfway full. Like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all this grass. We're going to have to pile it somewhere, I feel like. Or we could put it in a bunker, probably. Might have to, because I'm not sure what else to do with it right now. But we'll at least get this full, and we're gonna head over to where the sheepies are, or where they will be. That's what happens when you hang around your daughter too much. They're sheepies, apparently, not sheep. I just said it without even thinking, you know. You get used to talking to them, and all of a sudden it just comes out in your everyday life. And we are now full. So even a bigger one wouldn't have helped us, because we still would have filled it up. I mean, there's a lot of grass here. We could get equipment to actually bale it up if we wanted to, use bales, but we could sell them that way. But I think I'd rather save up the grass for a later date. So I believe it's this way, right? Oh yeah, nope. It's, or we gotta go. We went the wrong way. We gotta go across the railroad tracks. It's over there. So we'll get there at some point here. So we gotta go across the railroad tracks. It looks like it's actually a cornfield. It'll probably tell me this grass is not allowed here. It is? Seriously? maybe we can store it there. Yep, they're right over there. That corn actually looks pretty good. Like, it's at full height, and there's probably cobs on it. Wait, I gotta look. I'm sorry, but I have to look. Yep, it's got, yep, there's the cobs right there. I mean, the texture isn't beautiful on them, but the bottoms of the plants are dying down like they should. Oh, it feels like you're walking through a cornfield. Although you might want to shield your eyes. Corn leaves cut like you wouldn't believe. They're so sharp. So we'll come up the hill here. And this is where the sheepies are. The sheep. And that's where we're going to end things. We're going to figure things out in the next episode. Because I am out of time. So we're going to purchase some sheep in the next episode. We're going to bring them here and we're going to feed them. And we're going to take care of them. And we're hopefully going to get some wool out of it. So with that, guys, thank you all for watching. And as always, take it easy.